Hi, puppies. Lots of puppies. So let's talk about an Earthworker team. I need digging done here. How will the digging happen? Now, I'll tell you why I need the digging. It's because although bulldozers are really great, and I have work that a bulldozer could do to change some water flow things. The last time I got a bulldozer, it was great and had a great impact on the land. Uh-oh, Jesus. God damn, they're fast, these puppies. But the problem is that bulldozers are too big and not delicate enough. Now, if that's the only problem with bulldozers, then we could think about a bobcat, either buying or renting one. A small bulldozer, basically, which would be great, except that it will break and use gasoline. But then again, it's going to do the work of people, like, it's going to do so much more work than people. So you have to compare what could a bobcat do versus a team of diggers with pickaxes and shovels. That's the question. That's the comparison. And it doesn't look good because I can guarantee you most people do not want to do the digging work. It's not super exciting. It does keep you in shape. And it does seem like people who go to the gymnasium should not go to the gymnasium. That's my opinion. I'm not insulting people who go to the gymnasium. You go and you have a good time. That's great. I think it's boring, and I think it doesn't produce anything physical of value for your physical motion. In other words, your motion is being wasted. Your energy is not being maximally utilized. You could be awesome if you could turn that kind of force and desire to work your body, if you could turn that into productive activity that benefits somebody. In other words, do some physical work. So here, I actually have some options for doing that. And it's something I should actually propose to people who are interested, is a exercise regime that also produces value. And there'll be several tools used in that. One of them is the machete. Machete is an awesome tool, and it works your a lot of your body, actually. It definitely works your arm, of course. But if you were to machete for a while, you will be tired. Now, of course, you have to not get blisters on your hands. So when you first start macheteing, you have to take that into account. You could use gloves, I guess. I prefer to build up calluses on my hands so that I can just not have a problem. But your first time's macheting, you should be careful. Other tools, now macheting is even to be able to get at the land, because everything is growing over to an extreme degree. Everything is just growing like crazy. I love it, but it's not convenient. We have a gasoline-powered weed whacker, which is broken. So I guess we, which means me, don't have that. I have machetes. I have a curved machete, which is really cool. I have a scythe for cutting things. All of those things have to happen. And this is the Earthshaper team we're talking about. These are people who want to work hard physically for 4 hours a day and have their bodies be maintained in good shape. I would recommend for people doing this kind of workout that they not do the same thing for too long. So let's make it really efficient and easy to switch from job to job when it comes to cutting plants or digging. So it's a shovel, pickaxe, machete, whatever it is, we should be changing the job during the day to give the body a range of exercise. There's also the opportunity that exists for people to try and become more ambidextrous and try and use their non-dominant hand for doing something. I have so much physical work that needs to be done here in this place that It blows my mind, overwhelms me, and I don't even want to try. The nice thing is the forest doesn't care about my weak-ass attitude, and it's just growing like crazy. So I'm mainly sitting back and watching, and of course I have plants that I've planted places, and I get to see some of the trees I planted growing, and I have places I've changed the water flow a little bit. I like to do it a lot more. The physical work here is something, it's interesting for me because I don't feel like doing it. Some people they make up who their version of Brian is, and it's like that I'm off here giving a shit about going around macheting something. Hey, I like macheting sometimes. But, digging for me isn't my primary priority. And so some people come here and they want to see like this inspiring Brian guy out there, like hacking nature into shape in different ways. And it's like, it mostly is doing its own thing. And I'm doing some things that change some things. I don't really enjoy physical work. I have so much digging to do. Let me just give you an example. I have so much digging that needs to occur, and this is by hand digging because the problem with these machines, all the idea behind machines is, it's not necessarily labor saving because they're costly and you have to maintain them. So it's like I wouldn't want to own a Bobcat, for example, I don't think, because I would pretty much have to have somebody like a mechanic to keep it working. Machines break, and this is remote. And I've got a machine where the nearest place that they specialize in fixing it is in Morelia, a place I go probably every 3 years. So machines are really inconvenient, although they work well. So for the Earthworks stuff, a lot of it is going to be human done. And what I'd like to do is make that really fun and cool. I want to make that team be awesome. First of all, there are physical requirements to be on it. It's very likely it is more male than female. Anybody can apply to be on it, but you can't suck on it. You can't be weak on it. Okay? I've had some women, this is a sexist thing, but hey, that's how the world is. Some women have come here and they want to be on some kind of a physical team, and some of them have done great. Those women are fine. There's a big class of them that I'm not referring to, and they're awesome. And they've impressed the local guys that women can do physical work. It's been like they're go-getters, and they're here, in a sense, they're here to prove something, they want to be tough. And I'm like, I respect that. So those women, and some of them were very cute, and that's actually a very cute attribute, too. Anyway, but a bunch of them are these just pompous dumbasses who think they know something, want to be in charge of shit, and not do any actual work. That's a minority, and certainly shouldn't be increased. It's a terrible way to be. So on the team, there's physical requirements for what you have to be able to do. I think there should be a strength test. Why not? Testing, ouch, that's a cactus. It didn't actually hurt me. This is a really cool, it's pitaya cactus. It makes a dragon fruit, and it made one down there. And it's growing very slowly. So the Earth Shaper team, the stereotypical thing is they're going to be digging. I think the benefits of being on the team are you get to be on a team with tough people doing a tough task, moving quick, and they're physically strong. And if you like that, if that's attractive even, maybe we could do a Earth Shaper Bosque Village calendar or something like raw. The main thing is move matter. That's the only measurement that matters, is how much matter did we move? How much dirt did we move? Did we chop this cactus up and make a bunch more out of it? Because that's what needs to happen. Look at this place. Look at this. Look at it. Do you see the fucking problem? This scary, spiky cactus, is growing over into an area that's really nice to hang out on, like at night, for example. Hey, will you not do that? Get away from my stuff. Get away from everything I own. Get away. No puppies. The puppy's already ripped up my orchid. It's actually the total damage from the puppies is very low. Surprisingly low. But that's because I'm keeping a good eye on them. I don't let them get one of my stuff. So I didn't find my ciders. That sucks. Back to the Earthworkers. So Earthworkers are really cool. I think we should glorify them. I think we should make cool, sexy shots like doing working poses and stuff. I talked to one woman and she told me that she really thinks it's sexy when guys are working. And I think that's a way to tell me to do some work probably. So there's probably some bullshit involved there. But I think it's probably true. If guys want to be sexy, I think that's what women like. I think they like kilts. This is my tea. How come I don't have any tea, but I bought tea? I want things for me. I want something. I bought this tea. I'm going to take this tea. I bought those too. Holy fuck. I don't want people here. I keep paying for everything. No one else pays for anything ever. I'm so sick of these fucked up asshole fuckers. World travelers who think everything should be for free. I just need to say no to all of them all of the time. I think that's the correct answer. Sometimes I accept them because I'm kind of lonely, but they always take a bunch of my time and they offer nothing, and I think that they're like evil incarnate in the world. Except whoever took my ciders, who is even eviler. Probably not, but they're like, where the hell are they? Huh. Maybe I put them somewhere. Maybe I did. I'm the best suspect if like my shit's missing. Oh, what a beautiful day. Okay, so I got no cider. I do have a torta from yesterday that I bought, and that's a wonderful thing. I should do something useful. Is it useful I'm talking to you in the camera? Is it useful that I'm wasting your life by you just kind of following me around? Or is there enough good shit sprinkled in there that has some value for your life? I hope there's some good stuff in there for your life. Oh yeah, I was looking for this. This is a wool poncho. Yeah. And it's high quality, like nice wool stuff. It has a hole in it to stick your head through. Come on, let's go. We're outside. Well, this is very annoying. Where's my ciders? Huh. Ah, fuck. I'll find them later. All right, what are you guys going to do? No, 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 no. Not toy. The puppies are attacking the poncho because it's wool and it seems like a big toy. That is a bad thing for them to do. No! No! This is my voice of very extreme meanness. I am frightening. Oh. So there's the idea to modify the ponchos. See, chickens are probably fine. Dogs have eaten food. I'll close the dog food for a while. You eating? Okay. Huh. Maybe I'll leave it open. The problem with leaving it open all of the time is that rodents will eat it and other things will eat it. So that's the reason to have it be open for like 2 hours a day, an hour in the morning, an hour in the evening. And I suppose somebody's going to try and think up, oh, we should automate that and put that on a mechanical thing that opens it automatically and closes it. Just do it manually. And this gets into the question of earthworkers as well. I think that doing it manually is better. It's slower, it's sweatier, it's more prone to injury. The dogs are destroying all kinds of things. But it's really the closest you can get to the earth, to be an earth worker, to sculpt the earth in a way that may take generations. And that is the way the plan is here, is it may take generations. If we're going to use shovels and pickaxes, we're going to wear out shovels and pickaxes. We're going to have digging be going on every day for years and years and years by people who are passionate about creating something beautiful in the right way, with the right kind of technology. Earth sculpting. That's something to be glorified in some way. And I think the vision should always be well stated. What is the vision of that place? How do we treat the earth like it is a temple? Hey, what are you barking at? What are you barking at? Do you know? Tell us. The cool thing is we have tools. A lot of civilizations built amazing things with earth. A lot of buildings in the world, a lot of cities have been built with earth. And now we know a lot more than we used to. So we can use natural materials in smarter ways, and our architecture can be different. We can take inspiration from a great many cultures and ways that they've done things. And I guess I'm interested in doing it in a kind of low-tech way. I mean, not against the Bobcat idea. I really am thinking it's great. But I think the primary team effort should be hand tools and sweat. And I think there should be special privileges for that group, earthworkers. First of all, earthworkers have different times of no, mine. These guys already stole my cloth, my weird plastic cloth for cleaning eggs. I bought a special cloth, and they somehow got a hold of it, and now it's such a piece of trash that it's just a dog toy. But this thing will not be a dog toy. This is a very nice poncho. I do want to experiment with putting pockets into them. I think those could be sewn in really easily. I almost want to have something resembling a utility belt that gets attached to the inside. And I think it could be even the same exact utility belt that also happens to fit around your waist. Because now you've got two locations where you can have your utility belt. And your utility belt, its purpose is to replace your backpack. Okay? I have a backpack on right now. And I like having a backpack because I can carry stuff around. Oh yeah, I was going to go to town. I got to get rid of the puppies. I got to put them in the chicken coop. Maybe I can just sneak away. They're very focused on me. I try and sneak away. God damn it. They follow me around like puppy dogs. Of course, that's why I like them. Hi, guys. You caught me. I was not very sneaky. Let's go to the chicken coop. Let's go. Here we go. I guess that's a side benefit of the chicken coop, is it's a place to put the dogs that they don't really like the chicken coop because there are chickens in it, and the chickens weren't very nice to them earlier. Let's go to chicken coop. Now the dogs are bigger, and so things are balancing out. So every single day that goes by, the balance of power, the interaction between the chickens and the puppies is changing, because the puppies will become dogs. And the puppies are no longer as afraid of the chickens. So far, I have not seen a puppy try and attack a chicken or chase it. I'm very pleased about that. I would like it if the puppies ignored the chickens to the greatest degree possible, and then didn't like it if anybody else invaded the space, so they would protect the space. In other words, do what dogs are good at. God damn it. Everything is growing over quickly. It's actually just keeping plants from taking over stuff is a fair amount of work. Oh. The puppy just chased a chicken a little bit. Not very much. So we got chicken water, which the dog is now drinking. There's bones in here. That's good for the dogs and the chickens. The chickens just lose interest in the bones after a while, but a dog will gnaw on bones for a long time. Why do I have so many chickens? My life is so unbalanced. It's always unbalanced. Like, if I have no chickens, then people think it's not very farmy, and I should be, having things here, and I should. But now I have too many chickens, and I've got too many eggs, so I'm trying to sell them in town, and that's going mediocre. I'm a terrible salesman, but some people buy them. That's good. The size of this rooster over here. All right, so you puppies, I'm leaving you here, okay? Bye. Good luck. Don't die and don't kill anything. This puppy is definitely no longer scared of chickens. Hey, don't do that. Maybe I'll hang out here for a while. See what's going on. I'm very cautious about any aggression towards the chickens from the dogs, because the dogs very soon will be able to easily kill a chicken. Do you see that? Yeah, the puppy ran after a rooster a little bit. No, a hen. Hey guys, you gonna be nice to the chickens? That's the idea. Oh, they are in a bolder mood than I've seen. They're also eating, they're eating chicken shit. That's a very attractive attribute. Think about that if you want to have them lick your face. Animals around here are generally kind of dirty, and they live in a place that is very biologically active, like there are parasites and things out there in the forest and stuff. So I would not recommend treating these dogs as house dogs. I would not recommend letting them lick your face. What has that dog got? Holy shit, that dog has an egg. Get away. No. God damn it, it's already broken. Holy shit. Now that's a problem. Huh. That is the first time. I give the dogs eggs quite a bit, actually, as food. That could be a stupid thing to do. I do have these here now. Hi, honey. This chicken here is making an egg right now. Hi. I have these fake eggs now, these 2 fake eggs that I bought for 8 pesos each. Super cheap in Aronga. And the idea, I think, behind fake eggs is to cause the chickens to lay eggs in a place where there are already eggs. They think there's already eggs. And so it's to control where they lay their eggs. So far, with these 2 that I've tried, that puppy just chased those roosters. No, those hens again. That's questionable. Anyway, so far I've seen exactly no evidence that the chickens lay where there are the fake eggs. So they probably don't think that they're eggs. That's my guess. Also, I put them in a spot where they weren't already laying to kind of see if they would move over. Because if I put the fake eggs in the spot where they were already laying, because they're very particular about where they lay, right? There's only like 4 spots they like to lay. All these hens, and there's only like 4 spots where they like to lay. That's because they're going to communally raise them if one of them was to sit down and hatch them. And it has to do with like chicken genetics and stuff. So. So this rooster and this hen are warning that there's a dog in the area. And the dog is acting in response to that. I'm hoping these guys learn how to get along. I mean, it could be that I have 2 chicken killers right here in the chicken coop. I could come out here later in a couple hours and find a dead chicken and a couple happy puppies. That would be a bummer. So the chickens are happily eating desperdicios. That's food waste from the market that we get in buckets and we put it in the van and then we bring it back and we give it to the chickens. And it seems like it's healthy for the chickens. I make that up. I don't know if it's true. It's good for the soil. All of it gets eaten up pretty quickly. It diversifies their diet, I guess. If they don't want to eat it, they don't got to. Hi, Claudio. Claudio is a big rooster. That's Claudio. And Claudio is deciding that he wants to be maybe an asshole. He has attacked some people. He's not attacked me. And he attacked some smaller people than me. And my advice is fight back. Although somebody fought back so much they damaged his head comb thing, the red thing. He actually had a cut on it. It was an actual fight. So this person is scared to come in the chicken coop now. And I told this person to buck up and fight. It's the only way to go. It's just a rooster. I mean, you can beat a rooster. And I know they're a little scary. And this one's big. The other rooster I have is small and pretty. This one's big and he's named Claudio because that's the name, I think it was for foghorn. What was that? There was a rooster foghorn. And he's big and kind of looks like that a little bit. Look, you can still see that he's got a scar on his head. Yeah, from the cut. This wasn't that long ago. And poor guy. But he's going to be a mean rooster. And his spikes on the back of his legs are growing out. That's how you can tell how old a rooster is how long those spikes are. And that rooster then wants to slash you with the spikes. Look at this one over here. This is another rooster. And it has got spikes that long and curved for stabbing you with. It's a really cool rooster. Now, this rooster has never bothered me in the slightest. I do not believe people should be frightened of roosters. But if a rooster was to attack you, you have to fight back so it learns not to do that. You have to defend yourself. All right, bye, guys. I'm out. Good luck. Don't kill chickens, okay? You guys speak English? No mata gallinas. ¿Hablas español? No mucho. Well, we'll see what happens. Oh, it's always a risk. And once they figure out that they can kick these chickens' asses, there's going to be a temptation for them to do that a lot. Because, yeah, all of the rest of my dogs think that chickens are like food. And that's a serious problem. Bye. Uh-oh, they missed me already. They don't really like being alone without me, but I think it's good for them. And I want to walk to town. I can't find those ciders. There's 2 ciders I specifically bought so I could open them on camera and taste them and experience a wonderful taste sensation that I haven't had in a long time, and that is apple cider. Cider. Fermented cider that is not anywhere known to be. There was somebody here that unloaded the van. I think I should call that person and find out. Yeah, they probably put him away somewhere. But if they're away in a place I don't know where it is, then I can't drink them. So that's terrible. It's a tragedy. Terrible tragedy.